In the tapestry of biblical history, few threads are as intricately woven as the story of Levi. His tale is one of profound significance not just for his immediate family, but for the generations that followed. Levi's story begins with his birth, a moment steeped in the hopes and dreams of his mother, Leah. He was the third son born to Jacob and Leah, his name carrying a weight of expectation and longing. Leah, who had always felt overshadowed by her sister Rachel, saw in Levi a chance to win her husband's enduring love. Leah, you see, yearned for her husband's affection, and upon Levi's birth she declared, "Now this time will my husband be attached to me, because I have borne him 3 sons." This declaration was not just a statement of hope, but a poignant reflection of her deep-seated desire for connection and recognition. The name Levi, meaning attached or joined, echoed this heartfelt desire. It was a name that symbolized Leah's longing for unity within her family, a unity that she hoped would be solidified through her children. Little did she know, this yearning for connection would foreshadow the destiny of her descendants. The tribe of Levi would become known for their unique role in the spiritual and communal life of the Israelites, a role that was deeply intertwined with the concept of attachment and service. Levi's early life remains shrouded in the mists of time, his story interwoven with the narratives of his brothers. Each brother had his own path, his own destiny, but Levi's path was marked by a distinct intensity and fervor. Yet even in those early chapters a glimpse of his nature emerges. He was not just another son of Jacob, he was a figure of passion and intensity, traits that would define his actions and those of his descendants. He, along with his brother Simeon, would become known for their fierce tempers, their actions casting a long shadow over their family's legacy. Their response to the defilement of their sister Dinah was one of unrestrained vengeance, a reaction that would have lasting repercussions. This inherent intensity, this capacity for great passion, would ultimately become a defining characteristic of the tribe descended from Levi. It was a trait that could lead to both great acts of devotion and moments of profound destruction. It was a double-edged sword, capable of both great destruction and extraordinary devotion. The Levites would later channel this intensity into their service to God, becoming the priestly tribe dedicated to the spiritual leadership of the Israelites. And as we delve deeper into the narrative, we witness how this duality played out on the stage of history, shaping the destiny of Levi and his descendants. Their story is a testament to the power of passion, the complexity of human nature, and the enduring quest for connection and purpose. The events at Shechem stand as a stark testament to the volatile nature of Levi and his brother Simeon. Their story is one of intense emotions, raw and unfiltered, driven by a sense of familial duty and an unquenchable thirst for justice. Their sister Dinah, you see, was violated by Shechem, the son of a local ruler. This act of violence was not just a personal affront but a stain on the honor of their entire family. In those times, family honor was paramount, and any blemish on it demanded retribution. The brothers, consumed by rage and a thirst for vengeance, devised a cunning plan. They were not just seeking justice, they wanted to make a statement to show that such an affront would not go unpunished. Their plan was as ruthless as it was clever. They agreed to a peace treaty but with a cruel condition: every male in Shechem had to be circumcised. This demand was not just a physical imposition but a psychological one, a way to weaken their enemies both in body and spirit. While the men of Shechem were recovering, vulnerable and weakened, Levi and Simeon, fueled by righteous fury, unsheathed their swords. They saw this as the perfect moment to strike, to exact their revenge when their enemies were at their most defenseless. They stormed the city, leaving a trail of carnage in their wake. The streets ran red with blood, and the cries of the fallen echoed through the night. It was a brutal, merciless act, one that would be remembered for generations. The massacre at Shechem painted a chilling portrait of their unbridled anger, an act that would forever stain their reputation. It was a moment of reckoning, a dark chapter in their lives that would cast a long shadow over their future. Jacob, their father, recoiled in horror at their actions. He had hoped for a peaceful resolution, a way to restore the family's honor without resorting to such extreme measures. But his sons had taken matters into their own hands, and the consequences were dire. "You have brought trouble on me," he rebuked them, "making me odious to the inhabitants of the land." His words were not just a father's reprimand but a lament for the future, a recognition of the lasting impact of their actions. His words were heavy with disappointment and a father's grief. He saw the rift that had been created, the enmity that would now exist between his family and the surrounding tribes. It was a burden that would weigh heavily on his heart. He foresaw the consequences of their actions, the stain that would forever mark their lineage. This was not just a momentary lapse in judgment but a defining event that would shape the destiny of their descendants. And so it was, in the aftermath of this bloody event, that Jacob pronounced a prophetic curse upon Levi and Simeon. His words were a somber acknowledgement of the gravity of their actions, a declaration that their lineage would bear the consequences. Their descendants, he declared, would be scattered, dispersed among the tribes of Israel, a constant reminder of their ancestors' uncontrolled rage. This scattering was not just a punishment, but a way to prevent such concentrated fury from erupting again. Little did Jacob know, however, that this very scattering, this apparent punishment, would become the very means by which Levi's descendants would fulfill a higher purpose, a sacred calling. In their dispersion, they would find a new role, a way to serve a greater good, turning the curse into a blessing. The shadow of Shechem loomed large over the tribe of Levi. This ancient city, with its towering mountains and sprawling landscapes, was a silent witness to the unfolding drama that would shape the destiny of an entire people. Yet within this narrative of wrath and retribution, a glimmer of redemption emerges. It is a story that transcends time, a beacon of hope piercing through the darkest clouds of despair. It occurs during one of the most pivotal moments in Israel's history, the incident of the golden calf. This event, etched into the annals of time, serves as a stark reminder of the fragility of faith and the consequences of turning away from divine commandments. The Israelites, camped at the foot of Mount Sinai, grew restless. Their anticipation turned into impatience, and their impatience into a collective anxiety that spread like wildfire through the camp. Moses, their leader, was on the mountain, receiving the 10 Commandments from God. His prolonged absence left a void, a vacuum of leadership that the people struggled to fill. In his absence, fear and uncertainty took root. The people, once steadfast in their faith, began to waver, their minds clouded by doubt and their hearts gripped by fear. The people, desperate for something tangible to represent their faith, turned to Aaron, demanding he create a god for them. Their cries grew louder, their demands more insistent, as they sought a physical manifestation of the divine. Aaron, yielding to their pressure, fashioned a golden calf, a potent symbol of idolatry. This act of creation was not just a moment of weakness, but a profound betrayal of the covenant they had made with God. The Israelites, caught in the throes of spiritual amnesia, readily embraced this false god, abandoning the covenant they had made with the one true God. Their worship of the golden calf was a stark deviation from the path of righteousness they had vowed to follow. It was in this moment of collective transgression that the tribe of Levi stood apart. Amidst the chaos and confusion, they remembered their sacred duty, their unwavering commitment to the divine. When Moses descended from the mountain, his heart heavy with the sight of his people's betrayal, he called out, "Whoever is on the Lord's side, come to me." His voice, filled with both sorrow and authority, echoed through the camp, a clarion call to righteousness. And the Levites, remembering their covenant with God, responded without hesitation. Their response was immediate, a testament to their deep-seated faith and their unyielding loyalty to the divine commandments. They rallied to Moses' side, their loyalty unwavering, their hearts filled with righteous zeal. This moment of solidarity was not just an act of obedience, but a profound declaration of their faith and their commitment to the divine. This act of unwavering faithfulness, this refusal to bow to false idols, marked a turning point in the story of Levi. It was a moment that would define their legacy, a testament to their resilience and their steadfast devotion. It was the first glimmer of their transformation, a testament to the profound capacity for devotion that lay dormant within their tribe. This moment of redemption was not just a fleeting instance, but the beginning of a journey towards a hopeful future, a future where their faith would shine as a beacon for generations to come. The echo of Levi's response at the foot of Sinai resonated throughout the generations. Their unwavering loyalty, their willingness to stand with God even when their own kin faltered, did not go unnoticed. God, in his infinite wisdom, saw in the Levites a vessel for his holiness, a tribe set apart for sacred service. And so the Levites, once cursed for their uncontrolled rage, were chosen to become the priestly tribe of Israel. They were entrusted with the care and maintenance of the tabernacle, the portable sanctuary that housed the Ark of the Covenant, a symbol of God's presence among his people. Every aspect of the Levites' lives became imbued with ritual and responsibility. They were responsible for transporting the tabernacle as the Israelites journeyed, for conducting the daily sacrifices, for maintaining the purity of the sanctuary, and for teaching the people the law. Their lives became a living sacrifice, a testament to their dedication to God's service. They were the keepers of the flame, the guardians of the sacred, their very existence a reminder of the covenant that bound God to his chosen people. What do you think about Levi's transformation? Let me know in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more Bible insights.